Hi, I'm Jim from Pure Wave Audio. Today we are discussing opening up your mix for recording or mixing live. Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the notification buttons below and share with others on social media. And check out all the other resources at purewaveaudio.com. I have paneled a fair amount of recording seminars and even on site at major chain stores, and the one question I get the most is, my mix is really flat and it does not sound right. How do I open it up? And the first question I ask them is, are you using compression? And they say yes. And then I say, do you know how to use compression? And then they kind of go, well, not really, I just put it on there because everyone says I should. Well, that's the issue. Just because it's available does not mean you should put it on there. My biggest thing is knowledge is power. This not only goes for mixing, miking, and such, but also buying too. Don't buy something because someone told you it will make your mixes better. Buy it because you know it will make your mixes better. That's a huge difference. Even my students ask me, should I buy these, plugins? And I say, no, learn how to use the basic plugins in your DAW before you go spend all this money on things you don't know how to use either. Again, knowledge is power. So to that guy with all the compression on every channel, I say, take it off and see how much better your mix will be. Now let's turn to live mixing like worship service. I see gates, compression, de-essing, expanders, all fair game if they're set up correctly. But how many times during that service was the drummer playing a cool tom part, but it never made it past the gates because it did not meet the threshold? How much better would the kick sound be without massive compression squashing it? Learn to use your ears and not what you're supposed to do, and that will help open up your mix dynamically and not clamp everything down. I was paneling at a recording convention and walked into another room where Frank Filippetti was just finishing his panel. Now, if you're not familiar with Frank, he's a multi-Grammy winning recording engineer and just so happened to mix a Dream Theater live DVD I just watched like a week ago, and the drum sound was killer. Now, for those who are not familiar with Dream Theater, Mike Portnoy, the drummer at the time, has a huge, massive kit. We're talking 10 toms, maybe 20 cymbals, and being a drummer and engineer myself, I know it's hard to get a good drum sound. But with a kit this big and that many open mics, it's going to be even harder to get that good of a sound. So I went up to him and I asked him, hey, when you did this, whatever the title of the DVD was for Dream Theater, how did you process all the drums since Portnoy has so many drums? Were you using lots of gates? Did you edit the audio files by hand? And he was just like, nope, all I used was EQ and everything was open. And I was like, what? I was dumbfounded of how great that drum sound was. So as you can see, everyone has their own way of doing things, but if you keep the priority of having audiophile sound and using your ears and knowledge to do what's needed, then you'll hopefully keep your mixes open with less processing and achieve amazing results. Check out the links below, please hit the subscribe and notification buttons, and share on social media. Until next time, this is Jim from Pure Wave Audio saying have a great day and come back soon. Frank Filippetti was Filippetti, where Frank Filippetti, the room where Frank Filippetti, I just can't frickin' say it. I can't say it.